Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on Rebel Trading, where I will show you the trading strategies to take your game to the next level. In today's video, I'll be showing a trading strategy using mostly the 15-minute time frame. I also found that it works on the 5-minute time frame as well, so feel free to choose it on whichever time frame or asset to your preference. The strategy is good for crypto, Forex, and stocks, but I'm going to be using it on the Euro US dollar trading pair today. So for the indicators, the very first indicator that we'll be using is the engulfing candle indicator. We're going to click on the very first one. The second indicator that we'll be using is the RSI. The last indicator is the coral trend indicator. We're also going to click on the first one. All right, so now that we got all of our indicators pulled up, we're going to go to the RSI, go down over to settings. I'm going to uncheck the RSI based MA. We're also going to go to the middle band. And what I like to do is I will change the color and I will make it appear more visibly. For the coral trend indicator, when you go to inputs, I'm going to change the smoothing period to 200. After that, you can change the colors to your preference so it's more visible, but I normally just leave it how it is. So at this point, this is how your chart should look similar to. Also, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you would smash that like button. It's really helping me grow here on the YouTube channel. I'm getting really close to hitting my 1,000 subscriber milestone. And once I hit that goal, I'm going to be hosting my free Telegram trading channel where I will show you all the Forex trades that I make on a regular basis. All right, so now we're going to get into the strategy. The first thing that we're going to be looking for is whether or not the price action is closing above or below the CTI indicator. Once we've identified that, we're going to see that, for example, right here, the line is red. So we're going to be looking for the price action to close below the line. We're going to wait for a sell signal to appear. This candle needs to be mostly or completely below this red line to occur. After that, we're going to check on the RSI to see if it's overbought or oversold. So for a short position, this needs to be below the 50 line. And for a long, it needs to be above the 50 line for the RSI. If you're having trouble identifying that, you can see that this purple number right here will become illuminated whenever you scroll over the candle. As we can see, this short would not have worked out because we were maybe 1 or 2 candles too late on that, so most of the position has already occurred. However, if we scroll back, we can see that the price action is trending above the line. And then after that, we're going to wait for the first buy signal to appear on this green triangle. We can see here that the RSI is trailing above the 50 level. So once these conditions have been met, we can take our first long position. So for the stop loss, you can set it a few points below the most recent swing low position. For the take profit target, my first take profit will be at the 1 risk reward ratio. After that occurs, I move my stop loss up to prevent the trade from losing. After that, I will take the remainder position at the 1.5 risk reward ratio, which you can see it just barely tapped onto. Again, I highly recommend moving the stop loss up to prevent any unnecessary drawdowns in your account. Again, my main priority is capital preservation. We want to avoid the losing trades more than we want to try and make the bigger trades. So as you can see, we have our first successful trade right here. Something to be cautious of when using this strategy is, first of all, if you see a highly oversold on the RSI and you can see a buy signal to appear, I would hold on a little bit because most of that move has already occurred. Also keep in mind, if you're trading on Forex, time zones equal volume. So most of this move happened either on the New York stock market open or when the European market opened. So for our second long position, as we can see right here, the price action is closing above the line. It is in the green and we can see multiple buy positions. We can see that the RSI is barely above the 50 level. So we can take our next long position. Again, we're going to set the stop loss a few points down below the most recent swing low position. So if your broker has a little bit higher spread, this is going to prevent you from getting stopped out too soon on the trade. And you can see with the 1.5 risk reward ratio, we easily hit our second take profit target. All right, so for our short positions, again, we're going to make sure that the line is red and we need to see the price action closing below this line as well. You can see right here that we did have a little bit of consolidation for the price action. For example, this one, it did close mostly below the red line, but you can see that we have pretty long wicks here as well. So we're going to avoid trading those for now. So after you wait, you can see right here that you do have a sell position opening. Price action is trailing below the red line. And we can see that the RSI is below the 50 level, so we can take our next short position. And with a 1 risk reward ratio, we did hit our first take profit target. However, if we move the stop loss down to the entry point, we would have hit our stop loss on the remaining position. That's exactly why I use this strategy, because we can never 100% predict where the price action is going to go. So that's why I tend to focus on capital preservation and avoid losing the trades as much as possible. In our next short position right here, we can see that the line is red. We have the price action closing below the line. We have a red sell signal appear, and we have our oversold RSI. So we're going to take our short position again, put the stop loss a few points above the swing high position. We did hit quite a massive trade on this one, as you can see. And again, with a risk reward ratio of a 1 to 1.5, we hit our profit target again. Sometimes the strategy catches some pretty big moves. So I suppose something that you also could do is check out on the higher time frame to see if you're having an oversold or overbought position on the RSI. Again, this is a trend-based strategy, so you always want to go with a trend so that you can maximize the amount of profits that you make using this strategy. All right, so for setting up alerts using this strategy, the best thing that I found to do, we're going to right-click on one of the triangles. We're going to click Add Alert on Engulfing Candles. After that, we're going to make sure that it says Engulfing Candles, and we're going to make 2 alerts. We're going to do one for bearish engulfing and one for bullish engulfing. We're also going to click on once per bar close. After that, every time one of these indicators appears, you'll be alerted on whichever device you're using. I highly recommend doing this only for the higher time frames. If you do it with the smaller time frames, such as the 5-minute, you're going to be getting multiple alerts off the hook, and it's going to get pretty annoying. Anyways, that's it for today's strategy. I really enjoyed making this video. I hope that you guys found value out of it. If you did, please smash the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any suggestions or content ideas for future videos that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments down below. I always enjoy hearing your guys' feedback. Thank you again for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day.